Hello everyone. As I'm discussing the mechanical injuries, and this is the 5th lecture on contusion. And from the previous 2 lectures, we have started discussion on the medical legal aspects of the contusion. And in this lecture today, we'll be discussing the further medical legal aspects, that is the trace evidences, that is any evidence which is detected around the bruise which can help in the location and other crimes also. Similarly, we'll learn in this lecture about the defense wounds. Various defense wounds can be elicited in the shape of the bruises. Then we'll learn in this lecture the artificial bruise, because by the application of some irritating material, artificial bruise can be produced. So we have to differentiate about that. Then the kind of weapon. Today I will be discussing the kind of weapon, because every kind of weapon will be giving an imprint on the impact. And by just careful looking, we can get an idea of the kind of weapon which has been inflicted. So heading towards the lecture, take care. Allah Hafiz. I'm Dr. Javed Iqbal Khokar, Professor of Forensic Medicine and Toxicology. As we're discussing the mechanical injuries, this is the 11th lecture on the mechanical injuries. And on contusion, this is the 5th lecture. And we are discussing the medical legal aspect of the contusion. And on this, we'll head further and we'll be discussing other medical legal aspects. The trace evidence on the bruise. That means the bruises along with other trace evidences like the sand, mud, dirt, that is non-biological material or some biological material, the blood, the saliva, semen, or any other material can be there around the injury, around the bruise, which can tell us on the one aspect about the place of incidence, where it has happened, and about the nature of the crime also. Then about the artificial bruise, that is sometimes artificial bruises can be produced by the application of some irritating material. Any irritating material which is rubbed over, that can produce a reddish inflammatory response. Most commonly, the marking nut is applied, which is very irritating, and it is so much irritating that it produces blisters, and because of its irritation. So if you keenly look into the area, you can easily differentiate that some irritating material has been applied superficial on the skin. It has not infiltrated deeply as the bruise. So you can easily differentiate, or various other application methods you can differentiate it. Then about the kind of weapon, sometimes the shape of the contusion gives the clue about the kind of weapon. Like the tram line or the tram track bruises, they are usually by the application of stick, blunt object like stick, whiplash, or metal rod. And contusion is with 2 parallel lines of hemorrhage, and a pale area in between is produced. The area where the blow is produced will be pale in the center because of the blood being displaced toward the sides. You can see the tram track or vertical lines and a pale area in between. This is how in the center there is application of the force, and on the sides there is the tram track, that is basically the pushing of the blood from that area toward the sides. This is another giving the shape of the bruise, that the sole of the feet, sole of the shoe, giving an imprint. And this is also giving the clue about the weapon. You can see the heel of the shoe, which is being imprinted. Similarly, you can see the circular marks, and they can be produced by the weapon having a circular hole. Similarly, this gives the impression about the kind of weapon. Then the 6-penny bruise, that is the bruises which are produced on the neck by the application of hand in throttling. So the pads of the finger and the thumb, they give a bruises, a concentric bruises by the pads of the finger, and they are commonly called as the sixpenny bruises. So in this case, the contusion are of the shape of the sixpenny coin, like with the pads of the fingers and the hands. And they appear in the manual strangulation. There is impression of the fingers on the sides and the front of the neck, which appears as slightly rounded or oval marks like the coin, depending upon the pressure applied. This is how it appears. So summary of this lecture is that we have discussed about the trace evidences, that is any material which is attached with the, or which is soiled or which is applied on the surface of the contusion or the bruise, that may be biological or non-biological material. Non-biological means sand, dirt, which gives the idea about the location, and the biological mean the saliva, the semen, or the blood of the assailant or the victim, which can help in identification of the assailant. Similarly, we have to differentiate between the defense wound. They are on the elective sites and they can be differentiated. Then the artificial bruises are produced by the irritating material. Most commonly, the marking nut is applied and they are superficial. The blood is not deeply infiltrated and you can easily differentiate by careful examination. Similarly, the kind of the weapon, every weapon gives an imprint, and you can differentiate if it is with the stick, there is a tram track like bruises appearance, or any other material or weapon will give its imprint, and you can differentiate between the kind of weapon. So this is all about the lecture of today. Thank you very much. Take care. Allah Hafiz. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and my channel name is Dr. Javed. Thank you very much.